All right, so recently I've been doing a lot of frontier model review, and what I realized is that the model nowadays are getting really smart. But there's actually one big problem, is that the model's clarity started to go down. And what I mean by this is that yes, the model here is able to do the work, no problem. But when it comes to actually generating the outputs, it's a bit harder for average people here to understand. For example, on the other day, I just asked Claude, like, can you explain me this bug? Then Claude here just generating a bunch of output here with a bunch of jargons that is a bit harder for me to understand. Now, this problem here not only just faced by myself, but also for people like Matt Pocock here has also faced a similar issue. He basically recently tried out with Opus 5 and he building an application and he just found out that he have no idea what Claude Opus 5 is saying here. And he has attached a screenshot which basically attached or contains the words that AI model here has generated. So in order to solve this, I recently came across this X post from the Anthropic engineer who basically just mentioned that instead of changing different models here, what we can do instead is we can changing the style of output so the model here can actually be able to make it more clear for the response that it generates. So that's why in this video, we're going to go over exactly how we can be able to customize our Claude Code output styles. And if you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to give you 3 templates that I personally crafted that can help you to swap your current output styles that can make your Claude here to explain things that are much more easier to understand. So with that being said, that's what we're going to cover in this video. If you're interested, let's get started. All right, so to get started with this video, here you can see we have Lydia, who is the Anthropic AI engineer, and she basically shared on this X post on how she configure her own output style. And all we had to do here is simply just drop our instructions for the output style inside of our .claude / the output styles folder, and simply just run the /config, and we can choose that output style here to use. And below here, you can see this is the output styles that she created. It's called Explain to Me Like I'm 5, right? Explain to me like I'm 5 years old. And here is entirely the instructions inside of the output styles. So essentially what we can do here is that we can literally just take a photo of this, right? Or take a screenshot of this and have Claude here to basically just install this kind of output styles inside of our actual machine, right? That works. But the other way we can do this here is that we can also have Claude here to using the existing Claude output styles that come by default. So if we were to navigate to Claude Code and simply just type in /config, and if I were to type in enter and just gonna put output style, you can see that we have the ability here to choosing different output styles that are come by default from Claude Code. So for default one, you can see Claude is gonna complete the coding task efficiently and providing concise response. And we also have a second option, which is a proactive option, where Claude here is just gonna start to execute immediately, rather than just try to ask you so many questions, right? So less interaction here, more on the action itself. And third option here is more concise. So let's say if you actually want to have Claude here to actually go towards more on the results, rather than more on the narrations, we can actually choosing the concise option. And then the fourth one here, we have the explanatory. So let's say Claude wants to explain its implementations, choices, all those kind of things. We can also go with that option as well. And the fifth one here is, let's say if you actually want to have Claude here to teach you how to code, then you can also using this kind of output styles to learn, right? So those are all different output styles that Claude here comes by default. And if you're not really satisfied with this kind of output styles by templates, what we can do here is that we can be able to actually customize our own output styles, which I'm going to show you in a second. So to generate our own output styles, this is how we're going to do this, okay? So first of all, let's say we have any outputs that Claude gave us, all right? And you're not satisfied with this. You feel like there's too many texts, there's too vague, and a lot of things are just like too complex, right? What you can do here is you can just ask Claude to generate 3 or 4 different variations of the same output that it generates for you. And then you can just let it choose, right? You can just let Claude here let you choose which variation that you'd like. And then eventually just ask Claude to generate a actual output style that we can actually be able to save globally inside of our Claude Code. All right. And then what you can do is that after it generates the output styles, you can literally just switch it on or switch it off by simply just typing /config, which is what you just saw, right? So for example, here you can see I just generated mine. It's called map first. So every time when I try to explain things, I always want to have it to map the entire architecture of our application so I know what is it actually referring to, right? Because a lot of developers look at the things and be like, okay, what are you referring to this? Okay, so sometimes if you have a visual thing that shows a front of you, it's much more easier to understand. So I just generate this output style. And then if I were to go to config, right, this is the same output styles that we just go. And if I would scroll all the way down, you can see that we have this new output styles that we configured, which is called map first, which opens every explanation with a drawing map of how things are actually works. So I can just click on enter here, and we're just going to using map first every single time. So now if I were to just stop the terminal and just type in Claude again, and in this case, I'm going to do config, and I'm just going to do output style, you can see that by default, we're using the map first. Okay, so it's always going to be come out of the box every time we're using Claude if you actually want to follow, or in this case, selecting this output style to use all the time. Okay, so set it once in your config, and it's always going to be following this same output styles that you set. But obviously, everyone has his own output style, right? Your output style could be really different compared to mine. And speaking of everyone has a different output style, well, Matt Pocock also has his own skill for that. And it's called wait what skill. And essentially basically asking agent here to say that again, but in kind of like in plain English. But what I really like about a skill, obviously the skill is not a output style, it's just a skill, right? Skill is just, you trigger it, only launch that. But output style is just gonna launch it at the start. That's a huge difference. But what I'm trying to say here is that the wait what skill here, what essentially is really unique is it actually mentioning something about this STE100, which is a simplified technical English, which sets the register. Now, if you don't know what STE100 English means, it essentially exists for safety and clarity, right? So it was exist back in 1980s when technician here is trying to writing manuals for airplanes, right? Let's say they're trying to repair airplanes, and let's say a wrong word that's being used for fixing an airplane, then that's going to cause a huge problem, right? For airplane repair guys. And what they're trying to do here is that they're trying to making this STE100 to making sure that we have a clear SOP for making words that are easy to understand. And the way how those STE100 does is that you can see one word has one meaning, right? That means that there's no two words meaning, right? There's no two meaning in one word, so that it kind of confuses people, right? There's no synonyms, so you cannot switch between the word like start, begin, and lunch. You must choose one approved word and stick to it, okay? And then shorter sentences. So sentence giving instructions that are strict to maximum of 20 words and one action per sentence. You cannot say like open value and check the pressure. You must split it into two separate lines, right? So the benefit of this is that, it gives you zero confusion. So it removes all the vague languages, all the slangs, all that kind of things. And it's also cheaper translation, right? So computers, human here can actually read the text into other language much more faster and also fewer errors. And you can see that Matt Pocock here embed the STE100 into his skill so that whenever we're interacting with Claude, it can be able to start to explain things that has no errors, right? Has no confusions. That's much more easier for us to understand. And literally we can using the system that's already been working, right, by the industry standard and try to apply that instead of a Claude Code. Okay, so that's essentially the wait what skill. And because we just talked about the output styles, we can literally combine the two by having the output style to trigger the wait what skill every single time when we talk to it. So they can be able to follow this entire simplified technical English every time when we discuss with it. Okay, so now I know exactly how this works. Let me show you exactly my personal output styles that I created for my own teams so that for every type of person that I have on my team, right? Either it's technical, non-technical, I have a output styles for them. But before we get into that, let me bring up the sponsor of this video, SuperDemo.
Explaining software usually means sending a video, screenshots, or a long document. SuperDemo turns any workflow into an interactive, self-paced demo that viewers can follow at their pace. You can capture web, desktop, mobile, screenshot, video, or HTML experiences and turn the important actions into steps. Use it for onboarding, product education, support, or sales. Here's where it gets interesting. Instead of clicking through menus to polish your demo, you can connect SuperDemo to Claude through its MCP and describe the changes you want. Anything you can do in the editor, you can now do with a prompt. Open Claude settings, go to connectors, add a custom connector, paste in the SuperDemo MCP URL, and sign in with your SuperDemo account. That's it. Now point Claude at your demo and ask, trim any step that doesn't move the viewer forward, rewrite every hotspot as a benefit first line under 15 words, add a subtle zoom on every other click, apply our brand colors, and generate voiceovers for every step in a warm, natural voice. It runs the trimming, hotspot copy, zoom, branding, and voiceovers across every step in one prompt. Need Spanish and German too? Ask for translations. Approve the changes, hard refresh the editor, and it's ready. You can also personalize one demo for prospects, customers, support users, or internal teams with chapters and branching. Publish through a link, email, website embed, help center, or in-app experience. Then use analytics to review views, completion, engagement, clicks, and drop-off points. You can ask AI for that breakdown. Capture once, edit and personalize by describing what you want, share it anywhere, and let engagement data shape the next version. SuperDemo helps your team show how a product works without repeating the same explanation every time. Now that you've seen how SuperDemo turns product workflows into interactive demos, let's get back to the video.
Okay, coming back to the actual output styles that we have, and currently you can see that we have 3 different output styles, and I basically built this for my entire team. So for this folder here, now these output styles live in my current project folder. So essentially what happened here is that every time when we have, like, you can see this current folder here is called Eric OS. So I basically share this with my own teams. So let's say they're working on this for like CRMs or related to building projects, you know, they kind of have access to kind of like the curated skills that I have built for them, right? So for example, like my output skill here or output styles kind of explains it. So if they're a technical project manager, right, they're technical, but they don't write code, well, this is the output styles for them, right? So they still, like, they already know how API works, the front end, the back ends, the database, but they just don't write code. So I would probably use, you know, get them to use something like ASD, which is like how we can be able to cut to the briefing, right? Using things that are explained in the wait, what skills that Matt Polka has mentioned, and just giving things like one decisions as a trade-off with the recommendations, right? Those kind of things into the actual output itself, right? And furthermore, we also have the technical translator, and you can see the translator here basically reads, you know, zero technical background, right? Has no background at all for, you know, technical stuff. Maybe they could be like a data entry, or maybe they could be, you know, somewhat like a marketer, right? They don't have any technical background. So they will probably using this to understand what we have in our second brain or whatever we have in our context, right? And then furthermore, we also have our engineers. So let's say if you have engineer background, you know everything, but obviously sometimes instead of having Claude here to generate you like 1,000 words of outputs and you have to read everything, well, instead of that, you can just have Claude to basically cut to the case or cut to the chase. And similar to what we just discussed before with Lydia about the, you know, explain to me like I'm 5, right? Make it simple so that it's much more easier to understand, right? Let's say if I have a long day, I have a lot of code that I read, I don't want to read through everything. Well, give me small words, give me shorter sentence, give me shorter or smaller paragraphs that, you know, that I can be able to read things much more quicker, right? Like it doesn't really need a lot of handheld to, hey, help me to make a decision for the trade-off with a recommendation. It's more like, I knows everything. Well, give me this in a simpler version so that it's much more easier for me to onboard and understand, right? So for each personalities or each responsibilities, each jobs, I pretty much give a output styles for each members that we have, okay? So highly recommend you guys do the same. If you have a business, if you actually want to change out the output styles, you can customize it as well. And simply after you select that, you can pretty much have AI here to actually using this going forward, right? So let's say if I were using TPM, and I can be able to say hi, and it's going to respond to me in that style. Okay, so pretty much that's it for this video on the Claude Code output styles. Lastly, what I want to do here to wrap it up is basically talk about what I find really useful for using output style. So personally, what I find really useful here is I can literally using different output styles for different situations. Maybe for one project here, I could be focusing on like learning about the implementation choices, right? The code-based patterns. I can use explanatory. Or let's say if I want to have Claude here to run overnight and just, let's say if I have already done planning and just have Claude here to just execute without asking too many questions or too many interruptions, then I can just switch on to using proactive mode, right? Let's say if I want to get things done quicker, well, concise is going to be the option. And let's say if I want to have my team member here to use it, well, there's different, this output style here for that. right? So I find that output style here is really, configurable, is really easy to customize, and it will actually help us to saving a lot of tokens, especially for model here are getting smarter and smarter. You got to find a style that Claude is going to communicate to you, right? So output style here is the way to go. So pretty much that's it for this video. And before you click away, if you do find out this video, please make sure to like this video. And of course, I'll make sure to put all the resources that I talked about in this video in the link in the description below so you can actually find it. And of course, if you want more content on Claude Code or agent harness, make sure to follow our channel for more content like this. But with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.